probably a shout out to Cloud
I
Templar.
feel like Bang doesn't go for the shout outs as much as he used to Cloud Templar.
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Thinking about the mid lane pick here. Don't know why they were showing Rammus. And it'll be the Syndra. Okay, so they're actually going to double down on lane. An old laning pick into the Talia. Recent Syndras have won, but not necessarily impressed us with the pick, especially on patch 8.3. So that's going to be a bit of an evolving story to return to for Tempt, as we do have MVP in our second series. I'm sure Ian is watching this very closely.
And jealously, because he does love the Syndra.
Are we actually going to counter for lane here? This would be the opposite of Sion. This would be doubling down on some lane pressure. Okie dokie.
Here we go. Some damage on the top side of the map. I am ready to yell about tentacles, things like that, smacking Orlans around. This is brilliant. And Tempt, he's one of our successful Syndra players. I was going to bring that up as well. 100% win rate so far in the one game that he's played.
And on the red side, this is the possibility for Jinner. They blind pick Sion on the early that this went for the safe tank option in game 1. Now it's time to roll the dice. One game down in a best of 3. They go for Alawi to have a winning top, a winning bot lane, at least early, and even a shoving mid lane if you can navigate around the all-in from the Syndra. So this is an even more highly pressured draft than they were able to put together in game 1. But also the same story. If this falls behind, there's not even going to be a Teddy win condition. If
concerned, Trick is going to be able to clear out at least some of this vision. Now Umpty is going to reveal himself. Okay, Soan could be in trouble. Trick's going to be able to set himself up. Call the Forge God. Soan going to get knocked up. There's the Elastic Slingshot, but doesn't actually get most of the work in there. Okay, a lot of tentacles set up, but he's still going to fall. Soan without the teleport to get back either, and it just looks like Jinner got the hell out of there, and they didn't necessarily need to.
Looking for a turret dive. Umpty misses the ultimate. Might look for it anyway.
Yep, stopwatch. Bit of a piggy drive-by, as Umpty's going to have to use the flash to get out of the way of the turret.
Such a pretty big mistake by Jinner. They had the vision and also the blast planners. A lot of trading happening here.
Double knockout comes in for the grand entrance.
Everywhere.
But meanwhile, in the mid lane, Tempt, that one last auto attack, Grace finds it.
Double
kidnap onto 2 members. Thankfully, there was a cheeky little minion underneath the turret. Permafrost comes in as Trick eats up a bloblet.
Umpty's dead.
Yep, Soul Division comes down. Umpty's going to be taken out by Trick, and Grace really desperately wants to be able to...
I was seeing some fun Alawi times, but
yeah,
it's all about
does come in though.
It's all about the trap crit. That's what they're looking for there, is pushing up to the turret, putting down a trap and trying to kill us. Soan looking for a solo kill.
Yeah, speaking of trying to kill, is Soan gonna fall down very low as Call the Forge God hits the second time, but Crazy at least saves his own life.
Who has done more damage on top side, the turret or the Ornn?
I guarantee the turret. 150% the turret.
Here's the teleport.
Okay, Ignar gonna join in. Gets himself the quickness as the grand entrance comes down, but... Okay, that's just an easy quick kill. I like it.
Yeah, second kill onto the Alawi, who doesn't have teleport to get back to lane either. Will be at the cost of the bot lane turret. This is going to go down anyway, so the move...
The dragon secured. Jinner looking to try and turn themselves in here.
Got it!
Oh my goodness, Umpty gonna be able to grab the second one.
Soan's feeling this, but he won't go for the flash.
Yep.
Doesn't have it available.
Should actually go down as Grace comes in and finishes off the Zac, but he may have actually overextended. Featherstorm comes in, that's one for Ghost, as Trick does eventually fall. It's a fight on multiple fronts though, as Tempt gets the pushback onto Umpty, and Jinner get themselves back together.
The Weaver's Wall is going to help as well.
Yep, Umpty just going to throw in the ultimate. Tempt is going to get under the tower well enough.
And he uses one summoner, still has his flash up.
Yep, Call the Forge God flies forward, but there's Umpty. Has to use the Arctic Assault, but the knock-up comes in onto Grace. Unleash power to start this one off, and Tempt grabs that one with the last Dark Spear. And they've got a siege on multiple turrets. Yeah, Jinner says, yeah, you can kill as many champions as you want. We're just going to take down your structures.
BBQ need to start the Baron or actually force side of Jinner to react. They take
Ava's Wraith. Potential trouble is Teddy. That was a real long-range option from Trick, as now Ignar jumps his way into the back. Teddy is exploded. Featherstorm saves Ghost Life as Grace is desperately looking for a Trick. Might be sacrificed to the old gods, and it looks like he will be. There are so many tentacles raining terror down on BBQ, but Crazy gets the flash to get himself out of there. There it is, tentacles everywhere. Trick, just stop trying to kill your teamers. Look at all of this damage. Ghost gets one back in there, but now everyone's starting to fall on the side of BBQ. Oh man, what a team fight, and Soan managing to make it work.
Yeah, Teddy falling down first though meant they didn't have the damage to profit on the low health members. Ghost surprisingly safe, all things considered. The Infernal may still be the prize. Does Jinner feel that they have enough damage to start it? The answer is no.
No, not going to happen this time, even though Umti had full health and so on was probably going to get back to it. But now with a couple of assists, he might be somewhere close. Again, can get that steal. Trick turns up. They actually don't want to wait for it as Wraith is going to get booped back. Call of the Forge God. Nice triple knock-up to come in from Crazy as so on. Can't find himself the right position. So much damage out of Ghost, but it's Temp that picks up the kill. And this is the problem with Teamfight Alawi. She just can't get it done unless with it as Trick once again turns up. Doesn't get the arms in there as Wraith could be in trouble. There's the battle dance forward actually from Ignar, and they do get the pick up onto Wraith. Can they get one onto Trick as Elastic Slingshot is enough to get him out? Flash has to be used as Crazy's hella tanky, and once again, so on, caught out of position. He's gonna get jumped on, launched into the sky and destroyed. And Crazy, the whole time, was just eating damage from BBQ and survived.
Grace dead.
Just a beautiful series so far from the top laner out of BBQ. And Grace overextended, trying to go after the last few health points. BBQ should be able to get towards Baron.
And this is why you see Trick go for the engages. It's during a 1-3-1 period for the side of Jin Air, but they're strong enough to dive in and not die, focus down one member. And if you're rotating up as Alawi, you've already lost the team fight. They cannot fight front to back. And now Jin Air just looking for a Baron buff interrupt as Ignar.
Yeah, there's a flash forward. Teddy's actually going to be able to pick up the kill, but they do get the engage. Trick's trying to do what he can. Tempt flies forward, grabs it. That Unleash power always looks like it's just a little bit too much for what they're trying to go for, and now Trick gets back onto the Baron.
Really, it's just 3,000 health.
Yeah, they really don't want to let Umti in here. He's stolen one thing already, but Tempt, he's in trouble. Concussive blows, oh my god, he's still alive! Has the heal, Wraith finally finishes him off, but the jungle is dead. Crazy's in there all by himself, just feeding on this purple worm. And BBQ should be able to turn around and finally take this guy out.
Yeah, this Baron was leashed for an insane amount of time. So on respawn, looked to teleport in, cancelled it, realized there was no way he wasn't going to donate another kill over. This was about a minute and a half ago. It looks comical to go so deep on a Caitlyn under turret, but doing this forces the double rotation. Grace walks over, not able to get any kills at this early point in the game, and so on. It's predictable where he's coming from. Temp doesn't have vision of that bush, but where else would the Alawi be closing from? No value. Alawi only a passenger in the teamfight phase again. Did the work in the early game, but what did we say again and again? Was it enough? The gold lead was never back up, so they're trying another engage.
Yeah, in goes Trick, connects the arms onto Teddy. He's done that so many times, gets the flash. There's now Wraith trying to turn this one around. BBQ needs to try and get their carries in the right position. Look at the shields coming in. As Ghost is caught out. We've got the teleport to come in from so on. So now they're fighting into an Alawi, which can be so terrifying. And Trick has sacrificed himself now. Jin Air able to get the turnaround that really shouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, so on teleported into the backline. That's the only time.
Jin Air, Crazy. Okay, that wasn't actually him. That was the test of spirit. Getting a bit trolled as Kidnap does come down. Okay, see you later, Umti. There's a lot of tentacles, but the piggy just gets obliterated.
Yeah, Umti seems to be off on the memo. Everyone else is kiting up, and Umti allowed himself to be kidnapped by the Zac. That means the smite is gone. It's Baron time for BBQ.
Yep, Teddy trying to set himself up to try and kill them over the wall if he can. I'm not sure there's going to be too many opportunities. We've got the Leap of Faith available for
so much damage,
The Baron is the party pit for an Alawi, but my god, that Baron did not last very long at all. Call the Forge God. Gonna find not too much as Tempt flashes forward. They're looking for so on, get himself the stun. There's the knock-up test. Leap of Faith was there, but he dies just too fast.
Clear around, get around the trap line. They just want as many free inhibitors as possible.
Well, they're engaging onto the Alawi. May not necessarily be what they want as they bring her into the back line. Bit of a disaster, to be honest, as the Leap of Faith was utilized, and Trick is going to go down. Crazy now, setting himself up, so on. So extraordinarily low, does eventually fall. Now Ghost trying to get forward. Teddy and Ghost are so incredibly strong. In the end, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Jin Air.
Yeah, the kidnap onto the Alawi is not going to work out at this point in the game when she doesn't explode instantly. The Randuins and the Spirit Visage, they can push through mid lane. Can they take in Zac? Do you know what that means, Atlas? It means really not that much.
No, it doesn't mean anything at all.
It means that he cleared more wards.
It means that we found something that we hadn't spoken about yet this game.
I
It's
know!
been an hour, so that's pretty good as Trick's going to launch his way forward. Decent layering as the CC is in, goes Ignar, Ghost grabs Teddy. This could actually be it, and Jin Air, they weren't able to sit in their base. So1's gonna get destroyed. Took a long time to go down that time. That's a very quick couple of kills, and they're exactly the ones that they wanted to remove.
He pushed out the base, and Ignar finally got backline access. He's been searching for it for 30 minutes.
He's back there again.
I know. He's got teleport up. He can still go for a teleport play. 2 members dead, including the Caitlyn, for 55 seconds. But apparently it doesn't mean that much.
No, apparently not. So I think Ignar always wanted to be a top laner, by the way, because he has spent a lot of time ready for this fountain teleport.
All right,
there it is. Okay.
Teleporting into lane. It is still 5v3. They should, at minimum, get 3 inhibitors.
Unless Ghost just gets killed by Grace. It's okay.
Omti trying to slow the minions.
Yeah, it doesn't actually get there, though. And remember, they just need to try and take down these inhibitors. Try and get as many turrets as they can.
Just distracting here. 25 seconds on So1, 20 seconds on Teddy. They want more, but the Ornn ultimate going to be interrupted. And they just finish.
Yeah, well, they're going to take down these Nexus turrets so extraordinarily fast. Wraith dies as approximately an afterthought as Ghost flashes onto Grace, picks it up. Featherstorm's there to reset the aggro, and now he's going to have some time with the Nexus. It's a 2-0 once again for BBQ, 60 minutes in.
111 minutes this series goes, 60 into 50. BBQ have to give up a Baron to close the game. That was the kind of series it was. Counter logic was the series. The end result, though, BBQ once again going for this streaky play. Lose a series 2-0 to MVP, beat Kingzone, lose to MVP, beat this team here, the Jin Air Green Wings. It's a weird and wonderful LCK Spring 2018, but predictably, the favorite always goes down.
Yep, apparently if they play MVP, it's bookended around victories.